questions to be answered, mysteries to be solved. A couple heads backward through time 51 years to find out who murdered the husband. A woman who has traversed a mirror attempts to get some perspective. A man has left his wife, a wife who has literally driven him crazy, and a man speaks at his own funeral and has already named one person as his murderer and is about to name another. And yes, here comes the second person that Joseph Pennywise is going to accuse of murdering him. Yes, I predict that Nurse Nellie will use her taser on me, causing my weak heart to literally explode. And Nurse Nellie is about to protest, but the video of Joseph Pennywise continues. And the other person who conspired to kill me, helping Nurse Nellie, is my very own second wife, Cindy Sue. And Cindy Sue in the church technical room is behaving very suspiciously, as is a mysterious person who turns out to be Andrew Houseman, the front desk attendant at Dark Sunset Manor. Cindy Sue, you unplugged the video that your deceased husband made, and I know why. Oh, Andrew, I didn't do it to protect myself. I did it to protect someone else. Yes, I know. Nellie Vauban. No, I don't care what happens to her. I did it to protect someone else. Well, who is that? Someone who doesn't like me. And while a discontented Louise Smythe bides her time on the reverse side of the mirror, her mother on the other side of the mirror is now biding her time with Louise Smythe's evil twin and her own son, who is equally evil. Or at least that's the way he used to be. Mom, sis, I'm here, and have I got news for you? I'm a changed person. I have seen the error of my ways, and I am turning over a new leaf. I'm a completely changed person. And I've also been reading a book, How to Make Your Speech More Interesting Through the Use of Idioms. Oh, well, Derek, dear, so far it's not working. Anyway, I'm glad that you have reformed, because I need you right now, desperately. And in the cabin in the woods to the south of Dark Sunset Manor, circa 1974, Marshall, long deceased, and his wife, Octavia, are having a very important conversation. Marshall, I am certain that it is your good friend, Maximilian Finn McCool, who poisoned you. He put that poison in your drink at that party. Yo, Marshall, over here. Your beloved wife, Octavia, is exactly right. I did put poison in your drink. And do you know why? Yes, Max. I think I know why. And whether she admits it or not, Octavia Merriweather knows exactly why Maximilian Finn McCool poisoned her husband. And Toad Hickenlooper heads into this very same house, 2025 version, the version where a strange-looking man is lurking outside, and where I, Rob McCool, have come looking for Toad Hickenlooper, a mission on which I embarked on behalf of his wife, Judy Hickenlooper, who went back to Dark Sunset Manor looking for her husband. And inside that cabin, which has deteriorated greatly in 51 years, Toad Hickenlooper is disoriented and he looks out the window and sees that strange man. He then panics and heads toward the back door. And back at the funeral service, Joseph Pennywise has concluded his video and the minister takes over. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what Joseph Pennywise had to say. And he has accused two people of conspiring to murder him. Yes, Reverend Boring, I, Wyatt Earp, am here to take both of those women into custody. And only one of those women is in the sanctuary. Ron McCoy here as Rob McCool, proprietor of Dark Sunset Manor. It looks like Nurse Nellie Vauban's goose is cooked. But what exactly happened on the night that Joseph Pennywise was murdered? In his residence at Dark Sunset Manor, Joe Gavel, aka Joseph Pennywise, was in his room reading. It was Thursday, January 2nd, 2025, and his reading was interrupted when he heard something behind the wall. At that same moment, someone knocked on his door. Therefore, he hefted himself up to answer it. Then, from behind a secret panel, emerged, yes, Irving Pennywise, in the guise of that evil clown, the son of Joseph Pennywise. Meanwhile, at the door, Joseph Pennywise opens it and sees his wife, Cindy Sue. Then, from around the corner, appears Nurse Nellie Vauban, and she whips out her taser and aims it at Joseph Pennywise. And as he goes down, he sees his son in the guise of the clown. The shock of it all is too much for Joseph Pennywise. And back at the church, one last time, Cindy Sue's attempts to stop the video have been foiled, and front desk attendant Andrew Hausman has convinced her to return to the service, where she and Nurse Nellie Vauban are promptly arrested by Officer Wyatt Earp. Regarding Irving Pennywise and the fact that he had transformed into a clown, you may recall that Joseph Pennywise had seen his son as a clown many times, so that was not a factor in his heart attack. Therefore, Irving Pennywise is exonerated. Meanwhile, Derek Pennywise, having been told by his mother what happened to his sister, thinks fast. So, Pandora, you were able to trick my sister into getting switched into the mirror just by touching the mirror? I can't believe such a thing would happen. And Pandora, being the type of person who has to always be right, goes to the mirror, touches her image in the mirror, and the transformation takes place. And problem solved. Not only that, Narcissa Glass no longer needs memory care because of the switch. She no longer has dementia. And meanwhile, back in the cabin of 1974, so, Max, you put poison in my drink to kill me because you wanted Octavia for yourself. It appears that Marshall Merriweather has hit the nail on the head, distressing Octavia. Oh, Octavia, I was attempting to lure you to that secret room at Dark Sunset Manor using that music, which you may recall was our song. Oh, Max, that was never our song. I think you have me confused with another girl. At which point, Octavia Merriweather is transported back to her own time in 2025, where she is reunited with her worried grandson, Malcolm, leaving Marshall and Maximilian Finn McCool to rest forever in peace. Don't keep it a secret that you are a fan of this video. Please click on like, subscribe, and on the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. And now back to the dark side of Rob McCool. In that cabin in the woods, circa 2025, Toad Hickenlooper did look outside the window and see a strange figure, causing him to head for the back door, through the woods, and back to Dark Sunset Manor, where his wife, Judy Hickenlooper, looked pretty good compared to what he had seen in the woods. And with his more loving reaction to her, she decided that maybe he didn't belong at Dark Sunset Manor after all, and they left. She living a relatively happy life, and he living a life of miserable servitude. And with so many situations resolved, the sun is shining brightly on all those who live and work in and around Dark Sunset Manor. And regarding Chris Jennings, he is still afflicted by the curse of the full moon, but he's learning to deal with it. Whenever he knows that there is a full moon, he has someone chain him in a cell that he has built in the basement of his house, and he does not go on the rampage that he did before. His brother Craig, while still a vampire, has been permanently chained into his coffin. There is a cross that has been adhered to the lid of the coffin, causing Craig to stay put so that he can cause no more problems for anyone living in or around Dark Sunset Manor. And like Joseph Pennywise, this series is dead.